I have a couple of Turkish words, so it's a good round of applause. I've learned a couple of Turkish words. I'm trying to use them on time. Now, let's see if Decibel Music Systems from UK can make it this time. Oh, you're here. I don't believe it. You exist. Welcome. Welcome on board. All right. Let me help you. So, you finally made it. Here you are, the big green button and this one, okay?
Okay.
Good luck.
Good afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for being here. My name's Lorian, and I work product side on Decibel Music Systems, a music metadata company. What is music metadata? It's everything you see in your digital service provider. So that's the track name, artist, album, track duration, all of that information. That would be what we call basic data. And we supply that and everything behind it. So that's producers, engineers, session musicians, recording locations, ISRCs, composers, all that kind of data. That's available through an API, which is kind of like a database rental system, and we supply this on 3 different models to app developers, institutional clients like royalty societies, and enterprise clients. We also do bespoke research services for anybody and everybody who needs data and can't find it. So a little bit further into those 3 client models, we kind of segmented the market based on that, and we look at their needs and demands and what we can do to address those. So on a music service provider side, everything's about recommendation, how to discover new music, and by providing all these data points, you can actually connect all the artists, songs, albums, and everything together to actually provide a different level of recommendation, not just what your friends listen to. For royalties and collections, you hear a lot of times artists saying they're not being paid. Well, that's because sometimes collection societies don't know who to pay. So we provide that. We provide full lineup information so that artists get paid. And on web developer platforms, that's can be anything and everything, biographies or just related artist searches. We provide that kind of information. In terms of future digital demand, I mean, if it's digital, it needs data. So we aggregate as many data points as possible so that people can make those kinds of connections. In the past year, we've had several milestones. In February, we launched a graph-based API so we can have an insane amount of connections between different data points. And we've also worked with the British Library, the PPL, and formerly the EMI Blue Note Blues app. And we've received about £100,000 of funding from the Technology Strategy Board. And in terms of the future, well, obviously we want to go global like everybody else in the world, and we're thinking about global music and how to structure that. We are I have 30 seconds. So we are a team of computer scientists, musicologists, and business professionals. So we understand music at its fundamental levels, and we create a database based on that kind of knowledge. We've been around since January 2010, and we're based in the UK. And I have 13 seconds left, so I welcome any questions you might have.
Wow, okay. No, you were so informative when you were saying how many seconds you have left. You know, that's a good one, but why do you use it? Use your 3 minutes full. Don't tell the people how many seconds you have left. It's not part of your company.
I'm sorry. I tried to
I'm sorry. It's not you.
I missed
I'm just trying to be helpful. All right, so please, your questions. Whiskey for the jury?
Maybe.
All right.
maybe just some feedback. What I understood the kind of capabilities you have and what you're sort of putting together as an offering. What I didn't clearly get from the presentation was what is the real problem that you're solving? And I think it got lost a little bit in the number of different types of customers that you envisioned having. And maybe thinking about crisping that up a bit. I didn't really get a full grasp of like, okay, this is absolutely solving some problem and there's a clear market for that and I understand how big that market is.
Do you want to answer or you just keep...
Okay, yeah, I thought just feedback. But in terms of the problem we're solving, it's within those 3, they're highly connected. So on music service providers, they're trying to differentiate themselves by recommending different songs, keeping users engaged, and by providing more information to users and showing them new information about the artists they like, the albums they like, the back catalog of songs, then they'll stay engaged and they'll discover new things. And then on the Royalty Society side, that's kind of connected to who gets paid from those songs on the music service providers, what's being played there, and they don't know who to pay. So they've got a whole list of people where they're like, who's the composer? We can't pay them out, and nobody's getting paid because it's being held back there. So we solved that issue on the institutional front.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.